Hey love, peace to the goddess. How you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Hump Day reading. I do this on Wednesdays, you know. I don't really like to like restrict myself from time, but we are in the hour of Mercury. And so I was like, let me do this during the hour of Mercury. I should have started at 9 o'clock on the dot, but like I said, I don't be on time. So bear with me. But we'll be doing this from the hour of Mercury into the hour of the moon. So it's still in divine alignment. Even with kind of sort of being on time, I'm still very much on time. And we love it here. Thank you, JoJo. Peace to you. All right, so let's start with Earth. So I've been chatting with you guys a lot about us being in the wintertime and Capricorn not so much being about the energy of harvest or completion, but more so about long-term planning and finding the steps, the infrastructure, the outline to the things that you're trying to plan in your space. So hopefully you guys been listening, you guys been creating your outlines, imagining, you know, imagination is key here with Saturn sitting over there in Pisces, y'all. You know, a lot of the hardships and the stuff that you're going through, these are some of the muscles that you need for what it is that you're planning on, okay? And I'm speaking to wherever Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus is in your chart, right? So wherever that may be, if you guys got a whole bunch of Earth placements like me, I think I got about like 7 of them out of how many? It's like 10 out of 10. I got 7 of them in Earth. But yeah, so keeping that in mind, some of my Earth babies in the back. You know, this is all, we embrace the challenges that come into our space. Now, when the challenges start coming into your space and you start accepting them with ease, you know that you're winning. And just know that you are about to level up and it's about to get harder. They're like, oh, she didn't bend this time? She wasn't panicking? You wasn't, oh, okay, you got the muscle you need for this challenge? Okay, it's time for the next one. You ready? You ready? All right, so that's where we at with it. You know, we move in gratitude for all the lessons because they are, you know, given to us to help us, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just when you receive those, just receive them in gratitude instead of saying, what the F, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is really the test, like, how bad you want something. How bad do you want it, my Earth babies? We are close to a breakthrough. Ooh, I like it. We got the breakthrough card for you guys. Focusing on your Mars, your motivation, your ambition, what gets you going. And Uranus is the progressive pushes to get you moving, you know. Ginkgo is the herb. We're in the 3 and 9, finding expression and creation. Hey Tony, finding expression and creation, understanding. 3 is also Saturn, the challenges that come into your space. Hey Lashonda, peace to the goddess. And you know, all the challenges coming to what you're trying to harvest on the 3 and 9, because 3 is Saturn energy, 9 is completion and wholeness, which is Jupiter energy. So being optimistic about the challenges that come into your space, you know, that equal opposite energy, it's all intentional, it's all for a reason. You know, the universe just wants you to have the muscles you need to maintain the things that you're asking to attain, you know what I'm saying? So again, we move in gratitude when the universe comes. I'm telling you guys, when you start accepting those challenges with ease, it comes so much easier to you guys. A reverse Ace of Chalices, not really moving in our emotional power too well. However, like I said, if you learn how to accept the things in your space, how you're supposed to accept them, you know what I mean? That'll flow best for you. So some of you guys are in some level of like emotional turmoil and stuff. I say just like take a deep breath, you know what I'm saying? Hey Sandeep, hey Nightbringer, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm ambidextrous. I do the darkness and the light. Hey Alfredo, I think that both are one and they're one and the same. One is, you know, they both exist at the same time, so they are each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the mindset I'm coming from. Excuse me, I just finished reading this book on Zazen and the Buddhists. For those of you guys that stream read with me, you know, we just finished our, what is this, our 3rd book of 2025. We're on our 4th book now. Hey, look at us, just out here reading. Hey Devin, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follow too. I appreciate you. So let's keep going for my Earth babies. And this is wherever Earth is in your chart. And if you would like a personal reading, a personal card spread, it's donation based. No donation is too small. You can donate $1, $2, whatever, as long as you donate something. And let me know. And you will get a reading. Night. It's why I like it. Right, because it's one and the same too, right? Earth. Yeah, Earth. EARF. Where y'all been at? Jaden and MQ? Get with it. Hey, Goddess. We're at the reverse 4 of Wands. So like I said, this is not like a big like taking action thing. Not a big space in like creating, or we're going to get a lot of that in Taurus, y'all. Taurus is when a lot of the things start to come in fruition. That's when we're in the spring energy. That's when we're smelling the flowers, right? So right now in the space and time, just give yourself a breath. This is really, oh, thank you, my mystery wheel. Oh, she loves me. I'm just gonna give it right back. But it's love nonetheless. You have a great personality. Thank you, Jaden. How you doing, Queen? I'm doing great, A. How you doing, beloved? Did it count? I think it counted. Yes, it popped up at the bottom. That was it was like 1 out of 10 though. But I do appreciate it. Appreciate it. Nice energy. I appreciate that, MQ. Appreciate y'all energy too. Y'all some real ones. I have 2 out of 10. Okay, I have 2 then. My apologies. So now we're gonna focus on what parts of self. You know what I'm saying? What parts of self to focus on? Okay, mom. That's my mom. We're focusing on 9, Yasad. This is the divine. This is Cancer energy. Our ability to give birth to things. There's no number higher than 9. We love it here when we're dealing with our divine womb. So some of you guys got to get into some sacral chakra healing, right? Sacral chakra healing will help you find joy and find this sense of peace and like homeostasis throughout a lot of the challenges. Okay. And that's really what we're going towards. That's what I was telling you guys. Like, as these challenges are coming to you, Saturn is coming at you, the Capricorn energy. It's like, planning, what I'm saying, getting the muscles that you need. So it's not so much as like creating and totally like entirely giving birth right now. It's more so a space of nurturing. We do have Mars sitting over there in Cancer, so where your Yasad is, or what's in your Yasad. Like, do you guys have any Cancer placements? I will be transparent with you guys. The only Cancer placement I have is my Chiron, which is how I transmute my wounds into a strength. So having Mars there in the transit right now, moving in retrograde in the 9th house, is creating a sense of optimism, right? Optimism and ambition and being methodical about how I'm going to transmute that home moon into a strength. So you find out where, what's in your Cancer. Like, I know we got somebody in here whose sun is in Cancer, right? So you have Cancer experiences. So, your experiences, how you express yourself, the personality you put out for the world, right? So with Mars sitting there, it's kind of like you are being put in situations to utilize that Cancer energy. That's what the motivation is supposed to bring you. Be more methodical about that Cancer energy. Cancer energy is about nurturing and stuff, but you take that nurture from the non-physical realm into the physical realm. So it's really like following your third eye, your intuition in these spaces. I know we want to resist things because logic and indoctrination says, stop loving him, stop loving her, stop giving, da 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 da. That's because a lot of this indoctrination is forcing us into isolation, solitude, when love is the strongest power that we have. With unconditional love is like the strongest form of love, right? And so if you're performing that unconditional love, now I'm not saying you gotta let somebody play in your face over and over and over again. What I'm saying is that form of unconditional love is a strong superpower, and you give that unconditionally. You ain't gotta give your attention or any of that, but give your love unconditionally. Let's cheat together. I'm not in a relationship to be cheating. Don't cheating. Don't be doing it. I'll like and sub if you say it. Imagine. Lord, I can't with you guys. The hungry. I was able to get. Okay. That's cool, Chris. Sarcastic Mahi. I don't know what that means, what you're saying. But let's give you guys, my Earth babies, an overview. This is wherever you have Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in your charts, right? That Taurus, you guys can be fit, you guys can be stubborn in your ways. Remember, Uranus is over there in that space, giving you guys progressive pushes in the materialistic things that you guys have been valuing, showing you guys those things aren't as important as the connections around you. You know what I'm saying? That way, when you do get your materials back into your space, you have a more balanced ideal of the physical and non-physical for you guys. For my Virgos out there, being mutable and being adaptable is awesome. You guys need a little bit of structure. You know what I'm saying? We're being mutable to the Aquarian energy, but we're still, because it's easier to be in this Aquarius energy than it is to be in the Capricorn and really focus on the long-term goals and the structure and the discipline and the limitations that have to come with that. So y'all learning how to have a plan, stick to the plan, be grounded in the plan, and be accepting of the resistance, the Capricorn energy that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? Without feeling like, oh, now I got to move to the next. I got to do this. I got to do that, do that. No, sit in it, because this is giving you the strength that you need for the things that you're manifesting, right? Hey, Mr. Harris. For my Capricorn energy, I know you guys, y'all used to the challenges. Y'all used to the going and the getting and stuff like that. Y'all already have that leadership type energy on the earth and stuff like that. I didn't get to the fire yet, y'all. I just got here. Wait, I just got, give me a second. You want me to do fire next, baby? I'll do fire next just for you. You better stay here while I do it too. Yeah, I don't like that. My first time drinking it too. Yeah, that was a lot. Anyway, so, you know, for the Capricorns, you guys taking initiative, you guys being the leadership in the cardinal, because I know, you know, troubles come to y'all easy. That's a piece of cake or whatever. Just have a little bit of grace for the other people who may be having a difficult time. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm living. I see you over there. So, you know, we're having that breakthrough. We have Uranus giving us the progressive pushes that we need in our space. Hey, Derek, peace of God. We got Mars giving us that motivation that we need. So paying attention to your personal Uranus placement and your Mars placement, allow yourself to be motivated by the progressive pushes. Trust that the universe is working for you to have your breakthrough that you need. Ginkgo is the herb for your mindset, how you think things, how you're absorbing the things in your space. All that gloom and doom, that's doing is messing up your vortex and what you're attracting in your space. Stop with the gloom and doom, y'all. You know, because that's what's messing up the vortex in your space and creating the stability that y'all need in y'all space of action. We're going to focus on your Yesod, which is, you know, your sacral chakra, finding joy, optimism, expansion, abundance. That's where we're at. Having acceptance of the Capricorn energy, having acceptance of the infrastructure and challenges that come into our space is key here. You know, it might be a little bit bad news, but bad news is just redirection. All right, bad news is just redirection. We don't really do the bad things. You know, it's no good or bad. Hey, Old Town, peace to the God. That's what I have for my Earth sign. So now we're gonna do fire, just for my Sagittarius in the building. Do I have any other fire signs? Do I have anybody else that knows about their full chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, and where you got fire in your chart. This one is for you, okay? Whatever, lady. Whatever, Jazz. All right. So, wherever fire is in your chart. So, we talked about Leo being in the 10th house right now. So, like, being confident and courageous, being in your creative self, and tapping into your inner child's energy and the things that your inner child wanted out of life. That is what's going to bring you success and achievement, not just like in your relation to other people, but also to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So really tap into that Leo energy, do that inner child work. What did you want to be when you grew up? You know what I'm saying? You might not feel exactly the same way now, but it might be certain aspects of it that you're like, dang, like, you know, I still do have these desires to do these things or to be these things. Hey, Kubu, I don't know, I would probably butcher that. I'm sorry, love. We also have Aries, new beginnings. That is where Chiron is at as a collective. New beginnings to our wounds, right? Our wounds as a collective. A lot of us have ancestral wounds, bloodline wounds, racist wounds, gender-related wounds. People with mental illnesses have been mistreated in the past. So it's like, how do we deal with the mental illnesses now? How are we treating them? How are we taking care of these people? All these different wounds, and we're seeking new beginnings in these spaces. You know what I'm saying? It's time to do things totally different. You know what I'm saying? It's not time to keep up with what we've been doing historically and keep that going, or go all the way backwards and keep that going. That's not where we're at. One new beginnings in this space. And so you guys may be feeling personally some new beginnings happening in your wounds. Some, you know, some things that you are washing over, some bridges you guys are choosing to burn, and things of that nature. Also Sagittarius, you know, energy. Okay, I'm willing to submit for marriage. That's good. That's the mindset to have. That's a Sagittarius happening in the second house, finding that balance, harmony, law, justice, truth, and righteousness. And we move in gratitude. Kudos to you, Sagittarius, for tapping into that Maya energy. Everybody clap for Chow Wei over here. What's up with you? Did I pronounce your name right when I said Kubu? Can you give me an enunciation? Mayat? Okay, I can call you Mayat if that's what you want to be called. Oh, Kubu was right? Okay, bad. Everybody is good. How you doing, love? All right, so for my fire babies, you have a lot of energy in you guys for you guys to be in that balance of the physical and the non-physical. I really want y'all to do the inner child work though. That'll definitely help you guys in your success. It'll definitely help you guys with realizing your behavior and how you utilize your fire and having more discernment with, you know, how big your fire should be in certain rooms and certain energy exchanges and things like that, because sometimes you guys are, you know, big fires in rooms that don't have to be. And I really want you guys to get this in alignment before we get to Aries season, because it's, you know, a lot of y'all, especially y'all that are spiritual and stuff like that, I know y'all feel a big bang coming, you know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, it's going to ignite all you fire placements. So, you know, being mindful of that, this is a good time for you guys to get, you know, some type of grip on your fire, you know, how you're using that. Acceptance on the 44, we got the Neptune energy, you know, your spiritual self. So yeah, some of you guys do feel that coming. You guys are like very much looking for Aries season. You're very excited, you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys are already there in your heart. Hey Patrick, some of you guys already feel it in your heart chakra and your vortex. You done time traveled all the way up to Aries already. You ain't even here. Y'all not beat. And that's gonna do you a disservice. I really want you guys to have the Capricorn experience. Like the sun is still in Capricorn constellation to give us those energy exchanges that we need to strengthen us for our long-term goals. And I know you guys have some long-term goals that you want to throw my cards at me. That's cool. I know you guys have some long-term goals that guys want to see into fruition, but you guys get so caught up in the quick what do you call it, the quick stimulations, the quick like giving and receiving and stuff. Hey Mira, I'm sorry, Israel. Peace and prosperity, goddess. So don't get, I wouldn't say utilize your fire to get quick to get that quick. Dang, that's not the word I'm looking for. What word am I looking for, y'all? Don't get caught up in the quick stuff though, because this time for long-term things, the things that y'all want to have that'll prepare you guys for the next winter. I know this winter was kind of crazy. We had Mars sitting over there in Cancer, was setting fires off in everybody's home and family. You got the Chiron sitting over there in Mars, so it's like the wounds are sitting there in the fire, you know what I'm saying? But it's bringing new beginnings of how we do things, you know what I'm saying? We needed the fire for cleanse this time. Last year was water, if you guys noticed, if you guys been paying attention. Last year was heavy for the water, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of floods. The currencies were changing. You know, it was a lot of, you know, assassinations and assassination attempts of bankers and cryptocurrency owners and operators. You know, all that stuff. That was all the water things that we were dealing with, the eights. Okay, so now we're in the space of fire. Not only is it going to be more fires, it's also going to be firearms. Remember, Aries Ogun rules over iron, the iron weapons, swords, guns. Things of that nature. So be mindful of that in this space and time. This is 2025. We are in the space of the celestial enforcer. To my fire babies, you guys, you know, have a lot of enforcement energy, whether you're dealing with the Aries Ogun energy of the solar plexus chakra, the fire in the heart chakra, which requires leadership, Tippereth energy, or the Sagittarian energy going on, and you know, the Aries solar plexus chakra. So being mindful of that. It's okay to be sad and angry. It's okay. I would say with the sad and anger, let me read this out for other people on different platforms, if that's all right with you. My spiritual friend lost her way, and I'm not familiar with this world. I don't want to offend, but I'm sad and angry. And I'm saying it's okay to be sad or angry. That's something that you are allowed to feel. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to feel it and allow those feelings to flow through you, because you hold. No emotions are meant to be held on to. Let them flow, let them go. You know what I'm saying? Other people going to look at you and be like, this person is bipolar. What is wrong with this person? And it's like, no, I'm stillness. I'm the conduit. I know I'm the electromagnetic field, and I'm going to allow these emotions to flow through me because I deserve the right to feel how I feel, you know, because of my friend that I have this connection with, that I have this energetic connection with, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, let it go. Let it go. Accept the things that you cannot change. That's the best I could do for you. We can't change everything. I'll tell you this. Can I tell y'all a little story? I'll tell you a little story. My house caught on fire, right? But that's not the story. The story is the actions that were happening while my house caught on fire. So I got control. I won't say I got control issues, but I like to be in control. I like to be in control because when things go wrong, I can say that was my fault. I love it when things are my fault. I'll go above and beyond to make sure that something is my fault because that means that I can change it and I can fix it. It's a little sick. It's not, so at first everybody's like, "Ooh, that's so admirable," until they realize, like, wait a minute, you making mad shit your fault. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm working on it. This is my healing journey, okay? So happening, my house is on fire. My brother he's been drinking. He's angry. He's dealing with his control issues right now. He's trying to put the fire out. The cops won't let him. They're threatening him, to arrest him. My son is on the side. He got the dog. Eventually, if something happened where my mom or somebody was like, "Can you put the dog in the neighbor's house?" They tried to put the dog in the neighbor's house. My dog ended up getting loose, biting another dog. So now I'm dealing with this girl over here being all right and weird. Like she don't know I'm her next door neighbor and that's my dog. So it's the fire that I couldn't control. My brother I can't control. I can't control the fact that my dog just did this nut shit. That was outside of my control. I can't control the fact that my parents came home and the house was on fire. My sister came home and all her shit was gone. You know what I'm saying? All my son's stuff was gone. It was all of the shit that was out of my control. I had no control over none of this. I'm just watching it happen. That's it. That's all I could do. And I was so irritated because as much as I wanted all of this shit to be my fault so I could say, damn, like I can do something. If I could feel something, I could fix it. And I couldn't do anything. And so not only did I have to let go of the fact that none of this shit was my fault or none of it was in my control, I also had to learn how to let go of the emotions that was attached to the fact that the house was on fire to begin with. And that has been such a crazy experience ever since. Especially all the different energy exchanges and the way people have been treating me and going into these social services buildings and getting treated like I'm some I don't know what they think I am, but I'm not that. And, just all these different things, what I'm saying, has been so crazy and so enlightening, but also showing me how much more shit I'm not in control of. That I have to just learn how to flow and allow things to just flow through me. Including my mindset, including my emotional attachment to my mindset. You know what I'm saying? That Buddha book, right on time. The Book of the Secret, right on time. The Perfection Trap, all these books I've been reading, the 3 books that we started 2025 with, all were on time for me because it was just like I was really trying to hold on to things like, damn, if I would have did this different, if I would have did that different. And it's crazy because I have my brother call me every now and then and he'd be like, "Yo, if they would have just let me, and I'm like, if they would have let you, then what? Then you would have been over there inhaling smoke and I probably wouldn't have had my brother. So now, in addition to us being upset about the house, now we're over here trying to figure out how to deal with your ascension and all these other things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at some point in time, we all have to learn how to just let go and just let things be. Hey, Deli. And how much you are resilient. Listen, I wish God would stop my resilience. Every day I wake up, I gotta keep going, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no choice but to get up and keep going. Only when you let go is when the control is gained. Ooh, I like it. Thank you. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Peace to you. So, for my fire babies, acceptance. Neptune. This is a spiritual experience. A lot of this is in alignment with the Akashic records and things hidden beneath the horizon. And, it's at a 44, so it's at a master number of being stable and secure and all those things. But just learning how to accept things. You know what I'm saying? I like that this was at a 44 because then I turned around and pulled a 4 in chalices, which is stability and your emotional self. That's a big one. 5 of Swords, even through that period of time of you guys getting the bad news here is heavy. We got, as far as like the parts of yourself to focus on, we're going to focus on your Mercury placement, the Ketters, your knowledge, your intellect, your ability to invoke things from the physical to the non-physical. Thank you for liking the screen. Your communication, the Magician, it has the ability to touch all 4 elements, you know what I'm saying? Again, this is for wherever fire is at in your chart, wherever that confidence, that courageousness, that creative energy, doing that inner child work, you know, deal with the insecurities that you have sitting in that root chakra. When you get to that inner child, you'll probably see the little different experiences and energy exchanges, you know, traumas. Y'all know I don't like that T word. Challenges is what I prefer to call them. But how you've been absorbing and holding on to them, and how you've been allowing them to carry out into your everyday life, and how you approach different things in your space as an adult. You know, do that work. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, go back to that inner child. You know, also coming back to that 5, that Leo house of inner child. You know, being that nurturing energy. You know, some of you guys don't have the most nurturing mother. Some of you guys are the nurturing energy that y'all were asking for. You know what I'm saying? So whether you're finding this outside of yourself or within yourself, you know, coming to that Cancer energy, that Mars that's sitting in Cancer. I know it's not a time to be moving, and we say, oh, Mars is debilitated in Cancer, it doesn't do well in Cancer. Yeah, it does do well in Cancer, because this is the period of time where you learn how to nurture, when you learn how to have compassion for that inner warrior. You learn how to have compassion for that person that's been harboring this insecurity, these childhood wounds that like made you fall out of being those things that you always said you wanted to be when you grew up. You know what I'm saying? You had these dreams, these goals, and these aspirations before you were indoctrinated. So go back to who you were. Also, forgive the energy that brought you even to the space to begin with. Let that shit flow through you. We don't hold on to that, okay? She keeps saying she was awakening. I believe she was having mental health issues. People need shots on her show. She's blown up her whole life, lost her kids, locked up. Who are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about your friend. I'm sorry. I did not mean to giggle. I thought you was talking about me. You know, some people gotta go to the lowest. Let me tell you. That might not seem like a spiritual journey to you in your mind or whatever, but that's probably where she need to be right now. She probably need to be in that space by herself, you know, isolated, and in a space where it's just her and her thoughts. You'd be surprised how many people need to go into that kind of space in order to get what they need to get. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us got to go to some low dark spaces in order for us to get what we need to get. So, you know, I know from the outside looking in, it look crazy or whatever, but that's her journey. That's where her journey is leading her. You never know what she's going to, you know, come up with or come out on the other side with. So just like give her grace and space, you know. You could be angry and stuff like that, but like I was saying in the beginning of this live, unconditional love is key. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Ooh, I like that. What about her kids? That's another thing. It's not in your control. Some people have to go through things. Like, I don't want to be too transparent about my journey, but you never know what get like. All right, my mom was going through things. My mom had me young. She was going through things, and some of the things that she went through, I ended up going through with her because she had me so young, and I was so much in her vortex. But if I wouldn't have went through those things, I wouldn't be where I am now. Hey, Michelle, I do remember you. I wouldn't be where I am now if I didn't go through those things with her. We wouldn't have the relationship we have now. I wouldn't be the kind of mother I am now to my own children had I not gone through certain things. I probably wouldn't be here with y'all with the intellect and the desire to transmute my Chiron the way I'm doing had I not gone through those things. So like I said, like some things just aren't in your control because some things just have to be. Like we can get upset. Like some people are born and in the moment they're born, their mother passes away, but that's because your journey, that was your journey. Like your mom wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? If she was, she would be there. And you have to learn how to let things pass through you. It's easy, like I get it. It's easy to be upset. It is easy to be angry. It's easy to be frustrated. It's easy to be all these things. But then you have to take a breath and realize that this is people's journeys and they're not in your control. Regardless of how much you want to judge them, it's not in your control. It's that simple. And then it'll help you like ease so much stuff. I do remember you. I remember you. Cut the crap. I mean, I could, but why not? Why would I cut the crap? The crap brings me so much peace, you know? I love the crap. You know, I sit in the crap. I bathe in the crap. I can't get enough of the crap, Crazy Dave. All right, so we did my earth, we did fire. Let's do water. This is wherever Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio is in your chart. I know I give you guys a hard time about being in the deep waters, being mysterious, and all that stuff, and I'm not done giving you a hard time about it. But like, yo, water, we need you. You guys are very intuitive, very, emotional savvy, and a lot of us had learned to be more cutthroat. Get out your feelings. We don't like feelings. We don't like love. People bragging about not having children. People bragging about being single and celibate and, you know, what do you call it? Suppressing their sacral chakra, suppressing their spaces of joy, getting comfortable in that isolation and separation. And wherever water is in your chart, whether this is like some nurturing energy you're supposed to be providing for yourself, or this is something you're supposed to be providing to the energy around you, to bring that sense of unity, because there's no bond stronger than H2O. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. But you guys have a gift. Wherever water is at in your chart, it's a gift, and it should be shared. It should be, pouring out into the other facets of yourself and the other, facets of God around you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got for you. That's what you guys do. So you do have to get out of your shell. You do have to come out. We do need you with your intuition and your emotions and togetherness. We do need your nurturing energy, your spiritual self. Everybody needs it. And you also need it from you. So give it to yourself. Do you think gangs are the modern day KKK? No. The KKK still exists. I don't know if you know this or not, especially in New Jersey. They definitely exist in New Jersey. I think gangs, you want to know my real opinion on it. So Native Americans were tribal once upon a time, and they had their own wars and my territory, your territory, where a lot of them were getting along. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody, but certain tribes, they did not get along. Okay? We're not going to sit here and act like everything was kumbaya. Because if it was kumbaya, we wouldn't have had slavery before the colonists started doing slavery. There would have been no, we had slavery since the beginning of time. So let's not do that. Okay? So you got the tribes, you got the colonists coming out, and they're like, oh, we got these like deerskin dollars, we manifest destiny, we got these papers out, and we're trying to, if you guys want this money and all these nice clothes and all this shit like that, I need you to trap some whatever animals, whatever. And so people were trapping them so much that they were no longer on their territory, so they had to go on other people's territories. And they're like, bro, get off our territory. Like, not everybody's with the shits. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no, everybody could be with shits. And so, now we got more shit to fight about. And that's stuff in our bloodline. Now, if you could sit up here and say something like, oh, the Holocaust is still in the bloodline of the Jews and traumatic DNA can be passed around, then we can definitely say that the war amongst the tribes before and after colonization is still in our bloodline. That's why when you can go in a room, and I don't care if you're my same skin color or not, there's certain animosity, certain kind of that kind of energy in between you and certain people without being able to put a finger on it. You know what I'm saying? Women are especially good for that. And they be like, women are catty, women are this, women are that. Women were the priests and the chiefs of the tribes. Women were the go-to. You know what I'm saying? And so when women were the go-to, yeah, it was easy, women remember more than anything because women hold the generations in their womb. Hey, more. So when they went in, so women not getting along with other women, that's definitely like some like ancestral, DNA tribal type stuff. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't put my finger on it because I can't remember in human words and human books, what tribe you were and what tribe I was and what the beef was. But I can still feel it here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what gangs are a modern day version of. It's still trapping for the colonists. You're trapping drugs instead of animals and fur. Honestly. Why is there a common theme of isolating yourself from your family and loved ones amongst your fellow tarot readers? Because people have a bad habit of doing that. Because in this culture, I don't know what is on social media is these people that sit on social media all day and they tell you be alone, go inward. Like, going inward and being alone are two different things. I'm not telling you to isolate yourself and cut off your family. I'm telling you to not do that. Going inward and doing the inward work, woo wop, that's important. But once you get done doing that, you're supposed to pour out into other people, place, things, situation, idea. I'm an 11 life path. I'm not supposed to be alone. Okay, that's not what's supposed to happen here. I'm supposed to do me so well that people just gravitate to me, and now we doing we together. That's where I'm at with it. And so, you don't have to follow the shit that I'm saying, but I'm not, no, the isolation is not the key. Love is the strongest superpower that we have. Unconditional love is the strongest superpower that we have. So isolating yourself is not the answer. It's kind of like saying like, oh yeah, let the wolf go be by themselves. Let the lion be by themselves. Like, what good is that? That's not conducive. That's not good for your survival. That's why we're having such a hard time now. We let any and everybody come over here and tell us what to do with some pieces of paper because of isolation and individualism. You're supposed to be with your family. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can't, I talked about this before. Blood relativity is not the only relativity. I think we were talking about this yesterday. As I keep flipping, don't forget, I'm still flipping cards for my water sign. So I still got y'all on the brain. But we were talking about this yesterday where we were like, you're part of this bloodline, right? And this bloodline gives you like all this, genetic information. However, like thinking about the Punnett square, right? Sometimes the way that generational information is sent to you is not the same way it's sent to other relatives in your family. So you in turn start to feel like the black sheep because you're not internalizing or computing or intellectualizing or having this emotional connection to certain things the way your family is. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you like kind of feel ostracized a bit, and of course, the more you feel it, the more you think it, the more you're putting it in your aura, the electromagnetic energy, your family is feeling it in their, being the personifications of that ostracizing that you put in your head, right? And so then you have other forms of togetherness though. There's other levels of relativity. You have now my EMF, the way it's set up, attracts other people's EMFs. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily my bloodlines. My bloodline relativity is my bloodline relativity, but that's not my electromagnetic relativity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying be alone or isolate yourself. I'm saying find your tribe. Does that make sense? Can you look up who King James is? I know who King James is. If you don't know who King James is, you need to make space to find out. I think that a lot of these tarot readers just regurgitate memes online, and a lot of them makes a lot of money from convincing y'all to isolate. Because if you guys had a community and you guys had support, would you need that tarot reader? You would have a community to go to communicate with, right? And so they be perpetuating that. And I think a lot of them aren't really doing the work either. They're not doing the work. They're going inward, they're doing all of that. But once they go outward, they want to sit on these podiums and platforms by themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're not really here for the unity or the togetherness. They're still doing a lot of things out of ego. So, they're going to communicate that because that's what they know and that's where they're at in their journey. But if you're not here for isolation, then that's not going to resonate with you. And that's why I don't listen to a lot of tarot readers. I'm very picky with the tarot readers I listen to. I do like, I like people that are here for the collective and the community because that's how we win. I always think of Halloween Town. Now Halloween Town, old girl was trying to do the spell by herself, but she sucked at it. But then the little sister ended up being stronger, and then the brother ended up being a warlock. Then you got the grandmom and the mom. Then you got the whole motherfucking Halloween Town. Everybody holding hands like Mickey Five, Mickey Kafir. I don't know the rest of the words, but y'all know what I'm chatting about. You need the whole town to do the big things that we're trying to do. And it's some people out here that got a Superman complex or Jesus Savior complex, and they can't get out of their own fucking asses. So they sit on these platforms and act like they could save 7 billion people all at once. And I don't understand the mindset of that. I'm not with that shit. So if I've communicated myself to make you guys think that that's how I be coming, my apologies, because that's not my intentions at all. I'm here for the community. Yeah, we worshipped women back in the day because they are the only portal holders of this dimension, right? And now thanks to Elon Musk, robots can hold portals, I guess. I don't know. I feel like a lot of women don't approach first because they don't have game. Like I had a woman say, I don't got game, I'm lame. But I think women don't approach me. It's just like, I don't know. I don't got game. I'm upfront. I don't know how we got here, but okay. I don't got game. If I like you, I'm gonna tell you, hey yo, I like you. I don't know what you want to do with that. Let me know. And if you don't want to do nothing with that, I'll take my likeness somewhere else. Don't waste my time. That's how I come. I don't do the game. I don't want to play games. I want to have a conversation, and you either like me back and you want to do something about it, or you just want to like me, or you want to play in my face. Either way, I like upfront communication. I'm a heavy earth sign. I don't play the games and all that extra roundabout. I don't like none of that. It feels like fluff. It doesn't feel honest. You are a vibration inside of a body. Agreed. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of tarot readers on YouTube now, but you're a logical person that's relatable. I appreciate that. I do my best. Who are you talking about? I don't know yet. I was talking about so much stuff, and I done came down to your spot. I don't know who I was talking about. Thank you, Platinum. You were my favorite. I checked out a few of your colleagues just because I miss my friend and I want to understand. I still don't believe, LL, but I appreciate you. Hey, I got psychology in my background too. It's not just, tarot reading and spirituality. And I like to combine them both. Also, I'm a big fan of science. So, I try to correlate everything all at once. So I try to give you guys everything I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Leo. I was born August 4th. Oh, okay. Peace to the Leo. You was a fire energy. I did fire already. We just started water. And then I got air last. Hey, Wave Agency. Peace. I'm a Pisces, but I'd rather be a killer whale. Killer whales, perfect example of tribal shit. Because you can't take a killer whale from the Atlantic Ocean and put it in the Pacific. Because the killer whales will notice and they'll kill it. Isn't that crazy? They're very tribal. I like killer whales. I'm a big fan of Free Willy. I used to have the stuffies before they even called stuffies. I forget what we used to call them before that. But yeah, Michael Jackson had the song for Free Willy. It was a great time. Great time. Hey, Grayson. All right, my water babies. Retreating. Expansion, long-term planning. As we focus on the Jupiter, optimism, focusing on your sacral chakra, and doing that in your experiences, your sun sign. Retreating, because that's what y'all keep doing. The reishi mushroom is here, helping with your mindset. You got 2 and 7, big Libra energy, big Maya energy on the 2 and on the 7. 7 being the Libra scales, balance, harmony, justice. Maya rules over the number 2. All right. So finding that balance between internal and external self. Basically, this entire conversation we just had. It's not about isolating yourself. It's about going inward, doing the things you got to do, and bringing it outward at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that water kind of gets stuck in that, oh, I'm inward. And then you got these tarot readers that be like, yeah, you guys are so mysterious and isolate yourself and da-da-da-da-da, because that helps them with their things that they got going on that they don't want to heal about themselves, with separating themselves from everybody. It's a whole fucking thing. I love nature too. I love nature. 6 of Swords, you guys are going to where your energy will be appreciated. Basically what I said about blood relativity versus EMF relativity. You needed a bloodline to do all the things. They went to war, they got raped, they back to war, got raped again. They were moving around, colonizing shit, and got raped again and moved around. You are the product of so much fucking chaos. So much chaos had to happen for you to exist. And that is your blood relativity. Is all the chaos, the sadness, the Negro spiritual hymns, or whatever other hymns you guys are singing from, whatever culture you're from. Vikings. I heard Polish people were slaves at one time. The Jews, of course, they don't stop talking about it. Everybody, everybody was born out of chaos, right? But be the peace and go where you will be appreciated. Okay? So blood relativity is not the end all be all. It could be the beginning. Now, if you end up being born in a bloodline that you're like, damn, I love it here and I want to be around this and I just want to, it's like catnip to me. It's great. I respect that. Hey, Malik. Oh, that's an interesting way to spell Malik. I like that. But yeah, go where you're going to be appreciated. That's all. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you can't go outward where you're at, then go outward where you can. Okay? Towards finding that space of completion, wholeness. Stop walking around with the wounds in yourself. because a lot of those wounds are all in your head. It's all in your thoughts, in the swords, and you're putting it in your aura. And now you're having like wounded energy exchanges with people because you don't know how to let go of shit. Like let's do something different. As far as the part of yourself to focus on, we're focusing on the Saturn and your the challenges that are coming to your heart chakra, baby. Your space of love, forgiveness is a big one. Facets of love. Some of you guys get really souped and duped up into this romantic love shit that y'all feel like there's no other facet of love. I am so full of community love, my spiritual tribe love, love from strangers. I'm not saying that I don't have any room for romantic love, but dang, I got so much love in my life. Like it's not the only love that exists. Does that make sense? Don't get so caught up in I don't have a husband, I don't have a wife, I don't have 5 wives, I don't got 3 husbands, that like I just love just doesn't exist because it doesn't exist in my life in that form. That's not the only form for it to exist. Same way with family. You don't get along with your family don't get along with you. I'm pretty sure you can find another cousin that mirrors the energy that you have. I have found quite a few distant cousins, and now I realize why they distant, and we all be distant together. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna find somebody in your bloodline. Just like if you decide to do away with the entire bloodline, you're gonna find someone in your community. You're gonna find someone. Listen, we in the age of Aquarius. You know Aquarius rules over electronic communication, right? You can find somebody in this space. You know what I'm saying? There's always this connection somewhere. So Saturn in your Taurus is challenges in your heart chakra you need to work on. Rejection. So this is where the mindset is on. You guys have been rejected so much, and you got the rejection sitting over here in your Ten of Swords. Hey, Danny, blessings, peace and prosperity. Oh, you do cards as well? Cool, 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 cool. So the rejection is the Ten of Swords that we holding on to, and that's the issue. And so we need to work on that. You know, it's okay to be rejected, especially if you've already been rejected, because that means that you know what to accept. Like the first time you got rejected, did you die? Did the world blow up? Was you bleeding from your eyeballs? What happened when you got rejected? You know what I'm saying? The world did not end. So allow that. Like, bro, I've been rejected before. I've been rejected. You know how many times? Look at me. Do you see this face? You know how many times I've been friend zoned? I get friend zoned all the time. I get put in dudes play in my face all the time. Majority of the time I'm just something to conquer. Like you see this woman, she's amazing, people love her, she's be on stage performing, she does the podcast, she does da, 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 da. Oh, I want to conquer her. They play in my face and then they disappear. That has happened so much to the point where like I don't care about this shit. You shouldn't care about this shit, especially if you've been through it so many times. Then what are you scared of? Just let it flow through you. Stop holding on to shit and let it flow through you. Nosy old man. It's somebody that's lurking on your shit. And I know you feel the energy of somebody lurking on your shit. And they lurking on your shit because they didn't do right by you. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to make sure like you're not telling nobody. Or if you are telling people, you're telling people in a certain kind of way. Or, how you're going about doing certain kind of things. They're just being nosy. And if they would have did right by you the first period of time, they wouldn't have to sit around on the outskirts being nosy. So, fuck that. Okay? You guys are so crazy on YouTube. I do card shells and other type of readings. I've never done shells before, but that's what I have for you guys, my water babies. Y'all need to come out of this retreat space and do the work. Wherever water is in your chart, you have something to pour into others, so start working on it. So last and most certainly not least, we have air. So this is where we have Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Libra deals with the interpersonal relationships, bonds, and contracts. Gemini does more so with the community, space. And then Aquarius is more so like society as an overhaul, like empire type energy. Oh, okay. So was that like Santeria that you went to, Danny? That's cool. I never really touched Santeria. I know a couple people who did, and they kind of like scared me. And I was like, okay. Hey, Clarence. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Hey, truly the dark side. I like both. Listen, I'm going to tell you, like I told this person that came in here, I do light and dark. They one and the same. They're the same. They interconnected. Okay? Now, you can't have one without the other. The other one you can't have without the other one. We do light and dark here. Light casts shadows, and shadows need the light to exist. Otherwise, you wouldn't know there was no shadow there to begin with. Get it together, okay? Hey, Tyree, peace to the God. I do both dark and light. Me too. I'm ambidextrous. Both hands on them. Both hands on them, just like Jesus. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Aunt Kit. Aunt Kit. My apologies if I butchered your enunciation. But yeah. All right. So air, it's like a really good space for abundance and like optimism for you guys. Joy is the name of the game for you air babies. You guys are getting the downloads, you guys are gaining the intellect, you guys are creating the connections amongst people. A lot of you guys are undergoing a lot of transformations, but they're empowering if you're learning how to ingest them correctly. All right. You are doing great. Thank you. I do my best. And this is wherever air is in your chart, okay? Oh, you took it back, so you didn't mean it? How you gonna give me a compliment and take it back? That's not cool. We don't like that here. Give it back. Give me my compliment back out, kid. Thank you for the favor, Danny. Hey, anytime you want to come back around when I'm not doing the podcast, like come through. Let's chat. We can do a reading for a reading, homie. Or I'm almost done here. I'm about to be done on the air. We can sit and chat when I'm done. But yeah, my air babies, optimism is the name of the game. Expansion, getting your intellect, especially in this Capricorn experience, as the sun is still in Capricorn constellation. It's all about, long-term planning and long-term goals, because y'all can get caught up with the instant gratification. That's what I wanted to say. I kept saying quick shit. I don't know what I was saying. Instant gratification. Hey, Mom. That's what I wanted to say. Hey, King Prime. Yeah? Are you on YouTube now? Yeah. So don't get caught up in the instant gratification of things. Now that I know the word that I could not find in my brain for the fucking life of me. But you guys, I just feel a lot of joy with y'all. I just feel like a lot of openness and, we love it here. And that's cool. We like it here. Structure is also key here. You know what I'm saying? Having some type of activity about you is key here. But yeah, we really want structure for y'all. We really want structure for y'all. Figure out what kind of container you want to put yourself in or something. But use this Capricorn time, because a lot of y'all, you know what it is, y'all so optimistic, y'all be going through the craziest challenges. They be like, yeah, somebody just broke into my car, isn't that crazy? And after that, I went to go into my car and then I got robbed, and then and it's like, as you're listening to this air person story, you're like, so none of that clicked into your mind to start using your alarm or your camera or and you're like, no, what? So I'm gonna need y'all to start paying attention to the things Capricorn paying y'all way. I love y'all optimism. I love y'all joy and how out there y'all are. How thick the rose-colored glasses are for y'all. In the same breath, learn the lessons. Learn the lessons. You know what I'm saying? Joy can be just as toxic as anger. I don't know if y'all know that, but it definitely can be. It can mess y'all up too if y'all so stuck in the joy and stuff like that. Huh? Which of the 20 accounts are you streaming on? All of them. Yup. Can I get one? Nope. I'm gone. May peace be with you and stay educated and protect me. Yeah, thank you for tapping in, Jay. I appreciate you. Girl, you tell Future, tell me something. When I'm gonna win big? Oh, I'm not good at the lottery type stuff. But I can tell you about your cycle so you know when to utilize your energy to win something big. I'm good at that. I can guide you. I just can't. I won't say what I can't do, because I'm pretty sure at some point in time I could if I don't speak it into my vortex. I guide you. I guide you to your big win, to know when. You know how when you playing video games, and you learn the timing of when the floating thing is going to come at you to double jump. I tell you when the timing to do the double jump. That's what I'm good at. I'll let you know to do the double jump, and then you do what you do with that. Hey, Atune. Hey, Will. Yeah, I can get visions, and I have other gifts as well. Oh, cool. Yeah, I would love to talk to you. The Lord, your God, guide you. The Lord, yeah, God always guides me. God always guides me. God always guides me. We always chatting. We got a really good relationship. We got a good relationship. He guides our footsteps. God definitely does guide our footsteps. I don't think God likes pronouns. I won't go there with y'all. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. All right, my air babies. Hey, preacher man. It was the sound of the preacher man. The only man who could ever reach me. Was it sounding up pretty, man? Thank you for the roses. How you doing? All right, so for my air babies, did I just fart? No, my phone is vibrating. People texting me, asking me how my day was. But you got Jupiter bring you expansion and joy. I was telling y'all about that. Like, y'all be so joyous. Y'all don't realize that sometimes y'all joy can be just as toxic as your pain, because it's putting you in that space of being oblivious to the lessons that are coming to you guys. Also being focused on your Venus energy is heavy here too, what you're attracted in your vortex. So pay attention to the things that you're attracting in your vortex. We realize energy awareness is what we have been doing since the first day of our first contact. Right. Haze energy. Exactly. Grace is the name of the game. 2-9, having that, balance, harmony, law, justice, and truth in what we create in our space, which brings us to 11 of mastery. What's April 23rd? That's around my mama's birthday. So mastering that grace of self, mastering, how to flow with your air energy, having that balance between like your expansion self and your restricted self, because earth is more like, bringing things into the fruition of things. Always dropping knowledge. Then we come into the Knight of Swords, paying attention to the knowledge, to the intellect, to the experiences that's coming on. Oh, really? April 23rd is your birthday? That's my stepdad's birthday. Cool. All right. That's cool. I'm surrounded by Tauruses. I love y'all. But yeah, so acting on what you know, what you're supposed to be learning, the lessons you're supposed to be learning, right? 10 of Pentacles, completion on the things that you have into your space when you guys start learning those lessons, because y'all don't be paid attention. I don't understand how y'all don't be paid attention, but I love that about y'all. Y'all be telling the craziest stories and just be like, yeah, whatever. So all these cards is really just coming to that Malkuth, bringing some sense of groundedness, coming to reality, to what's happening, the equal opposite energy to the energy that y'all put on, seeing the patterns of the things like you guys putting out and what you're getting back. Trickery happening in the heart chakra. That's what I be talking about. That joy can blindside you. Wearing those rose-colored glasses for too long can blindside you. I'm not saying go to the other side of the spectrum and be gloom and doom. What I'm saying is, when you move in a homeostatic realm, if you choose peace instead of choosing joy and happiness all the fucking time, you can really like learn a sense of groundedness and bringing things into your space to where you don't have to sometimes it seems like y'all do be forcing joy in spaces where joy don't exist. And I think that, that's a cool like coping mechanism. Like, I'm good. Like, I like that about y'all. But just, if it's a coping mechanism, treat it as such. You know what I'm saying? And really deal with the actual issue that's going on. Deal with the challenge, deal with the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Wise old woman. Once again, I'm not the wise old woman because I'm not old, okay? But there can be like a wise, feminine energy coming around you on the 7, bringing that balance of, non-physical to the physical. So this could be somebody that you guys keep on your altar or whatever, what have you. Taurus stellium on a Draconic. Really? I'm a Scorpio stellium. Scorpio and Sagittarius stellium on a Draconic chart. So my spirit that's that, bless you, that's that powerful spirit everybody keeps saying they feel. You so powerful. Yeah, I got like 5 Scorpio placements, my nigga. Thank you for the follow. And if you guys want to get tuned into your Draconic chart, help with that too. So that's what I have for my air babies. You guys know, I won't say come out of the joy or nothing like that. What I am saying is like, ground yourself, get the lessons that you're supposed to have in your space. That's what I got for y'all today. Hey, Liam, peace to the God. Peace to the God. Happy Wednesday. I hope y'all enjoyed today's Hump Day reading, because I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed y'all time. I enjoyed y'all comments. I'm starting to have fun with y'all on YouTube. Y'all crazy, but we about to get crazy together. Because I know how to twist y'all stuff. I got y'all number over there on YouTube. I see how y'all play. I'll play with y'all. But yeah, I appreciate y'all over here on TikTok too. My folks over here on Meet Me that pulled up. Thank you guys for the follows and the gifts and like hearting the screen. And make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Make sure y'all tell y'all friends about me. I'll be back at midnight to do, today's mathematics. Probably won't be at midnight on the dot, because if you know me, I ain't never on time for the whole time. So don't ever be on time. But I will be back though. I love y'all so much. So peace to the gods and goddesses over here on YouTube. Divine is exactly. It's always divine